Hello, guys. Welcome to
Hey,
the Gamers GMC podcast. Um, it's currently June 15th right now, and let's get into it. It's a pretty packed, um, it's a pretty packed week. But I'm Megalixer here with Jazzy Moto,
Hello.
OG Double M,
how y'all doing?
Sir Rich,
Hey, you.
and the one and only the one.
Good evening, people.
We
Good
are
evening.
all one.
Good evening, people. Thank you all for showing up tonight. We're going to have a lot of good topics to discuss. Well, more or less talk about the gaming news this week, especially all the showcases that have went on from Capcom, Ubisoft, and especially Microsoft Showcase and other things that went on in the gaming industry this week. But let's first start off as we always do, and let's discuss what people have been playing. So, Mega, what have you been playing this week?
All right, this time this week I played a good chunk of games.
Did you beat anything?
Not quite. Not quite.
Okay, what did you play?
I played Okami. I, I played Persona 4 Golden. Um, I got back I got back into playing Uncharted 4, trying to beat that. And finally, this is a game I already beat, but I still play it from time to time, just so I can like do some stuff I haven't done before. It's Zelda Breath of the Wild on the Wii U, and yeah, that's it.
Okay, Jazamoto.
I've been playing a crap ton of Diablo. Um, what else? Did I play anything
What
else?
level are you? What level are you in Diablo?
31 or 32. I don't recall. Because I did level up right before bed. um, I know that's not all I've been playing. God help me. I just need to turn on my Xbox. Um,
Working hard
Street
because you don't remember.
Fighter? Honestly, I think it's just Street Fighter and Diablo.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, what about you, sir? Rich?
Diablo, of course. Street Fighter. This Princess. It was some game on Game Pass I was playing earlier. What was the name of it?
Well,
Uh,
you had told me earlier today.
mm, Planet of Lana. Yeah, it was.
That's it.
Mm,
That's it.
Good.
Game Pass had me playing
Okay.
that. And I'm pretty much.
And you played Diablo too.
Yeah, I said Diablo.
Oh, you said Diablo. What level are
Mm-hmm.
you?
39.
Okay. OG?
Yeah, I just been chilling, really playing the show and Mad Max. That's all I've been playing this week.
And you were hiding. Don't forget that. Every time you hide online, I'm gonna bust you out. Now we all friends online and we can see each other. He's the only one that games where nobody can see him.
Oh.
So he could easily put do not disturb, but no, he don't want anybody to see him. So why be on somebody's friends list when you hiding? Makes no sense to me. But who am I to say anything?
Who am
Huh,
I?
what else did you play? That's it.
That's it for
OG,
me.
what's your rank in Diablo?
Just 15.
Hopefully we'll see you this weekend to play some Diablo. What did I
Hey,
play?
it's Father's Day. Maybe I get
No, you
left
won't.
alone.
Yeah, that's yeah, it is Father's Day weekend.
What do you
Hopefully,
want for Father's Day? We left alone.
Now I'll keep you some company.
no, you just have presents. That's all.
That's
That's
right.
all. That's all you need is get presents. The fathers always get left behind. Okay, let's see. What did I play? Played Diablo. I played Soul Hacker 2 because there is a reward points that you get from playing Soul Hacker 2. I played Serious Sam because it was leaving Game Pass, and I had played it a long time ago, but I wanted to beat it, so I beat that. Actually, that's a fun, silly game. If you just got
Mm-hmm.
time, you want to play a fun, silly game, that's it. That is totally a fun, silly game.
Also, dang, it's sleeping Game Pass.
Yeah, it's leaving Game Pass today, so that's why I beat it.
Cool.
I played a game called Val, which is I don't want to sound wrong, but I don't think that game was going to do well because you're playing and I see where they were going. Have any of you guys played the game Val VALE?
No.
Mm-mm.
What's
Okay,
that?
Val VALE.
Mm.
Okay, so let me give y'all a quick synopsis of the game. Now I just downloaded because it was free in Xbox Gold. I'm like, okay, it's free. Let me download it. And then I looked at it. I'm like, oh, it's only a less than a gig, and I'm thinking it's some little pixelated game. And I'm like waiting for the game to boot up and boot up and boot up. I'm like, why am I playing with? Took forever for this black screen. It's black screen that I see stars or little circles, and I'm like, I heard people talking, and I'm like, what the devil is this? So your character is a soldier that's blind. So you playing the game from a blind person's perspective, and
Oh, wow.
that is, and I could see where they were trying to go,
Ha, he could see.
but
Okay,
as
sorry.
okay, let me rephrase it. Pun, no pun intended. But okay, how you like that? I can understand what they were trying to do, but I can understand why the game did not sell. No one knew about it. As a person that is understanding how we play video games, the ramp to understanding what's going on, it gets silly because you only got a couple of uh, uh, controls to use, and you got to use your ears. So I understand everything. I don't have a problem with it, but the learning curve to make it fun is different. So I
Mm.
played. Yeah, it's an interesting game. So I played that. Actually, I didn't play any Call of Duty this week, which is amazing. But I mostly was stuck at playing, having fun in Diablo. Because one night this week, or was it this week? Or was it the weekend? Serge, Jasmine and I was playing, and then one of my other buddies jumped in. So all four of us were playing. Was that last?
Mm-hmm.
I
So
think
we
that
had a
was
good
last Friday.
Friday.
I don't,
was it
yeah.
Friday. Friday. I know we had a good time and
Yeah.
leveled up. So I'm now at level 40.
I ain't too far behind you.
No, I didn't. Yeah, you're not too far. So I'm gonna play again tomorrow night. But those are the games that I was playing. Had a good old time. But I wanted to segue real quick before we start talking about the showcases that I finally received a day late, and I almost sent the doggone thing back. They left it at the door of my house. Was the Aces ROG Ally, and I
Somebody need to
must
get
say,
slapped.
you say what?
I said someone need to get slapped leaving it outside like that.
Yeah, they did. Because if I thought I had to sign for it, but I was on the conference call, couldn't get off my call, and I had to run upstairs, and I'm like, oh, they left it. They left it. Anybody gonna steal it? But the point that they left it,
Yeah, and the weather.
They don't ring the bell anymore. What's going on?
they rang the bell. I
You was
saw them come
just
up.
Right?
busy.
Yeah, I saw them come up the steps, but I was on a call. I couldn't get off my call. I was on a conference call with clients, so I couldn't do anything. Needless to say, I got it, set it up, and I must say, the only thing I don't like is it is full Windows, and the writing is too small to navigate around Windows, so I need to get a little bitty keyboard. But other than that, Game Pass is flawless. The sound is excellent. It is the
No
sound,
lag.
no lag. I mean, you download the game, so it's not even lag. And then I did play on the cloud and no lag.
Okay.
so I had to get used to holding it in my hand. But I downloaded Fallout 4, Soul Hackers 2, Redfall, and a couple other games just to download and play. And I like playing all of them. I have to set up the graphics a little different, the settings on Redfall a little bit because I did have a little lag in that and the frames issues, and it was horrible. But I had to change it, and I did download today and played Evil Within 2, which looks
Hmm.
good. It looks very good on.
Yeah, that game look. It,
Any next gen
that's interesting.
games that you played?
Even with that too. You mean like Xbox One games, like
Xbox. What do you mean? No, I played. I just
X and
downloaded.
S game.
What did I play? No, I didn't download. I told you Redfall. You ain't here.
yeah, he said Redfall. He did say that.
I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't like Redfall on it. I didn't like Redfall at all. But everything else was smooth. A little bit heavier than I thought it would be. They're saying 608 grams. I'm like, I'm not used to that. I know the Switch is much lighter than this, but it looks good. It sounds good. The battery. I'm at 50%, and I only played probably a good an hour. But it
Wow.
gets yeah.
Hmm.
You don't feel the heat while you're playing it. You do feel the heat coming out the vents in the front. But other than that, I think it's a good buy. It's manufactured well. It's neat. I'm not letting double play with it. If you be online sometimes, I'll probably let them have 1, 2 days. But now that's what how people are. They hide from you. So I can't give it to somebody I can't see.
Well, anyway, uh, no
So
noise or anything.
I mean, not really because the sound is good. You hear the fan. You do hear the fan, not loud fan. I'm not
Okay, you
even
do
gonna
hear
say no. Let me rephrase. That's not true. You if you put your hand in front of the vents, you hear the vents. I mean,
that. Okay.
you feel the heat coming out the vents in the front. The fans are not loud. It's not like a PS3 playing a game or anything
Okay.
like that. But
All
it's
right, that's
act
cool.
but it's actually a good device. I like it. I'm gonna download some more games this week and play it. But for me, it's
Holds well, like it ain't gonna fall out your hand or anything. And
that's. I mean, I'm getting used to it because you remember I'm used to just holding the control in my hand, so I'm still getting used to the controls and first person. Like I don't think I will play Call of Duty on it. No, could probably play Forza and I play Fallout because I can get into a first person shooter with it by myself, but I can't get into it with a. I don't think I would do well into a multiplayer first person game like Call of Duty, Battlefield. I don't think I'd do well with it.
Too itty bitty.
Yeah, it's too itty bitty. I don't think I'd do well, and I don't like dying anyway. So, mm-mm. But anyway, it's good. I'm glad I bought it, but it's very good. I mean, it's worth it for me. And OG texts me. We were texting back and forth, and I may find my Steam account. I just got to find it. Well, I know my email address, but I think I have a game on there. But I'll find out later today. I'll log back into my account. So that was me and the Aces ROG Ally. Only thing I'm looking for now is a little mini keyboard and a case for it when I go out of town. I don't want the Aces one. I want a soft keyboard because I'll put it in my bag that I take on my carry-on bag that I take on the airplane with me. But
uh, fold up.
a little bitty one that can hold it. But I like a book bag. I carry a book bag with me, with my laptops and all that stuff with me, because I'm still gonna take my laptop because of what I do. So I'm always gonna take my laptop. But I just want some game on. So let's get into the game and let's get into the showcases. Let's get into the first showcase. Let's talk about the Ubisoft Showcase. What you thought? What games stood out to you? What games you thought were? Uh, so, for instance, what did you think about Avatar? What did you think about the Star Wars game? What did you think about the Crew? Um, Assassin's Creed, and what other game did they release? Prince of Persia. Prince of Persia. So let's start with you, OG. What did you think about their showcase, and what did you think about the games? What do you think, more or less?
Almost I pretty much like the Star Wars game. It's open world. You got a female protagonist. That's cool.
Well,
Um,
did any of you look at what's that Star Wars game? The Han Solo one. The protagonist reminds me of the young lady that was in that. That's all.
hmm. I like the sneaking elements. Sneaking around. I always like that in all my games. Really, I can
I
sneak
don't like
around
that.
and stuff.
I don't mind stealth as an option, but I don't like playing any game that I have to do
The
stealth all
force
the
and
time.
stuff, yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind doing stealth when I can, but if that's part of the game, I'm done. I don't like anything where I have. That's why I guess I'm not. Everyone is so much into what's that game double? Everyone wants to come back. Microsoft to do with Ubisoft. OG.
You
Sam,
you
Sam,
talking
Sam, 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 Sam.
Sam?
Yeah, Sam Fisher. Sam Fisher. Sam Fisher.
Oh, okay, yes. Yeah. Splinter Cell.
Splinter Cell. Yeah, because that's too much sneaking for me. So what else did you like?
Um, that looks very interesting. So I like that. Um, the Motorfest look like Forza Horizon. I would like to try that.
You talking about the crew?
Yeah, the crew.
You didn't
I
think
think
that
I like
cop?
to try that because I didn't. I tried the first one. The second one, I wasn't
I
feeling
didn't.
that at all.
A crew never interests me. I'll say that. I was never interested in the crew. So if this plays like Forza, then that may pique my interest, but the crew does not interest me. But go ahead.
Yeah, that kind of piqued my interest. Um, and now I've seen that Prince of Persia um tonight. I'll give that a try.
I
It
have a
looks good.
question about
You
the
say?
Prince of Persia game. Is
No,
that
no,
game?
hold on. Bring that up when you have your turn, because I want him to.
Okay, okay,
It makes sense.
okay.
Thank you. Go ahead, OG.
Yeah, that looks pretty good, and you can rewind time in that too. So it looks good. I like the bosses. I might be interested in that one. So those are the three I've seen. I don't know if there was more.
And your favorite of those? What about Avatar?
Oh, the Avatar. Yeah, the Avatar. Like you said, that was more like Far Cry,
To
but it
me, it
looks
was.
good. Yeah, it looks good though. It does. It does have those Far Cry elements.
You think they're
Um,
using that? What engine they use? It begins with a D.
Dice? Is it dice?
No, it's not. It's not. Who uses
People.
Who uses Decima engine?
I don't know if that's on Snowdrop.
That's it. I think it's Snowdrop. No. Yeah, because
Yeah,
it's
with the
Snowdrop.
handprint.
Yeah, Snowdrop looks good anyway. So,
Mm-hmm. What else?
them all the ones I seen from Ubisoft.
Okay, so give me a grade for it.
I'll say a B.
Interesting. Okay. Let's go with Megalixer because he had a spot. So go ahead, Mega.
Yep. So, about the Prince of Persia game, is this is this the remake that they were teasing like a few years ago? Is this an entirely new like Prince of Persia game?
I
This
Go ahead,
You go
OG.
ahead. Okay. It looks like the a reboot of Prince of Persia. If I'm not I'm not sure, but it looks like a reboot of Prince of Persia.
I may need to look into that, but anyways, but anyways, I I'm interested in Prince of Persia. I've always been like interested in playing like the older games.
But
Mm,
then you need to take Sands of Time.
yeah, I do. Yeah, I do need to play Sands of Time.
Yeah.
Are are the sequels are the sequels also backwards compatible?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
I'll still play Sands of Time one day. Star Wars Outlaws looks pretty cool. You know, Star Wars fan and and it just looks like a game I will play. um,
Did you like the
um,
aesthetics?
the aesthetics.
Yeah. What you think? Look good to you?
Yeah,
Graphic wise,
yeah, graphic wise, it looks good.
Wait, you may have wished that you could
just as
turn
good
back
as
the.
New Order.
New Order. I think New Order may look a little bit better, but granted, I wouldn't say I want to say much because it's not like I've seen too much. I dabbled too much into New Order, so.
Okay.
But yeah. The new Avatar game. Um, new Avatar game. It looks gameplay wise it looks fun, but I'm not sure if I will find myself playing it because I have no idea about the Avatar series.
You've
I
never
haven't even
watched
seen it.
Avatar?
Nope.
You need to
Wow.
watch
It's on my list. The first
Stop,
Avatar is
stop,
on my list.
stop, 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 stop.
Wait,
I'm so,
why
I'm
stop?
I'm
so,
sick of
that's,
hearing it.
that's all that's all he say. Every time he say he got a list, everything is a list. Everything you
Because
say
I
is a
do
list.
make a list
But the problem
in
is,
case I
you
want
know,
to like dabbled on later.
He
and that's
just
the
gotta
thing. It's
check
like,
it twice.
yeah,
Hey,
he got a.
he actually has a list. He
Okay,
does.
I'm just saying
It's
he
a
has a
real
list.
list.
I know he got a
Yeah.
list of everything. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead and finish your
Right.
list.
Um, the the crew, it's not my type of game. But granted, I need to play more, I guess. Would the crew be considered a simulation or
Mhm.
arcadey?
Arcade.
Arcade.
Ah,
Forza is more of a sim.
mm.
Motorsport.
But but I need to play more games like those though. I did play a little bit Forza when I was younger, but younger me wasn't too good, so maybe I'll revisit it one day.
At your rate, you won't, because that list is getting bigger and bigger every day.
True, true. I,
So what else did you? What grade would you give it?
I say B minus.
Okay.
B minus.
Yeah, B minus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Jazz.
um,
Jazz.
hello? Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah.
hear you now.
Uh, say Armored Core. I guess the Star Wars game because they are fun. I'm just not like, oh my god, but now eventually check it out. But Armored Core, I didn't really play Assassin's Creed too much. Um, what else?
I
Yeah,
thought
that's.
Capcom made Armor Core. Oh, I'm
Am I
mistaken.
thinking of? I don't know.
Armored
Okay.
Core is a Capcom game.
Okay. So
Yeah,
that's
so I was
next.
probably looking
Okay.
at the wrong. Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You sure that ain't from Software Armor Core?
But I think Sega. I think I don't know. But we talking about Ubisoft, so that's the Star Wars game, Prince of Persia. Oh, you forgot the Thief, Division. We forgot
Yeah, I'm
about
looking
the
like, wait, Division. I did play the mess out of those games.
But it's a mobile.
I
is
will
that
not be
mobile?
playing it. I
Yeah, it's a
will.
mobile.
I did not know that. Never mind. I mean,
I
I'll
didn't
I'll
either.
check it out, but
Wait,
man.
hold on. Go back up. It might not be.
Let's
I
hit
remember
play.
I remember we all played Division.
Yeah, mobile game right there. Yeah, it's a mobile game.
Yeah, it's the Division mobile game. That's what it was.
Yeah, I thought so.
It's a mobile game.
That's
What is that? Sticks and Bones or whatever.
interesting.
It
Skull and
sticks and
Bones.
bones.
Skull and Bones. Skull and Bones.
Ooh. Oh, they doing Mongolian throat chanting and stuff. Oh.
Anything else you saw, John?
Not particularly. No, not from Ubisoft.
Oh, just Star Wars and
Never mind on Division, but yeah.
what about Prince of Persia? You didn't see that?
Mm-mm. I mean, I did see it. It looks cool, but like I said, it's not a series that I really like invested
Jumped
in.
into.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I'll play them, but I'm not like super hype or anything. So I will
I
give
got you.
it, with consideration of the group of folks who like these games, I'll give it a B.
Very good. All right.
2 turkey necks.
What about you, sir?
Well, I thought the Avatar game looked interesting for what it was. It looks like it's an old game that should have came out years ago, but it looks interesting. The exploration aspect of it.
You mean it should have came out years ago because this movie been out years ago and the new one just came out and it's been such a long time?
Like in
Okay.
between the two movies to kind of
Yeah.
like bridge the gap kind of thing,
That would have
Yeah.
been nice.
Like, don't forget
That
That
was
would
a
have been
us.
nice.
that was a good idea too. Like,
Because
What
I'm
James
like
Cameron?
struggling getting into. I'm like, man, do I really want to watch Avatar? I gotta watch the first one again to get in the spirit of it. And then what was the other one? The car game,
the Crew.
The Crew. Nah, it could be fun. Those kind of games can sometimes be fun. Depends on how arcadey it is. This go around because I usually like the more arcadey racing games, not so the serious ones. You
Okay.
can customize the car decently, and
It makes you want Blur back, something like that. We don't get those.
yeah, like the arcadey, super arcadey racing games. It's always super serious racing games nowadays.
Yeah, those get boring to me, to be honest.
Yeah, they do.
Unless you with a group of friends and y'all talking mess and actually racing, like that's when it's fun. It's again the multiplayer aspect, the camaraderie makes it fun.
You know what was fun was Project Gotham Racing.
I never got
Yeah,
into that one.
I agree. I agree with you. Project Gotham was off the chain.
Never got into that one.
Yeah, that was real fun.
And the Prince of Persia, I actually find interesting because it's a throwback to the original Prince of Persia's before the Sand of Times, and it looks like they going with a new character as well, which I find interesting because if he get the time powers, as well as being a different character, because that is a totally different guy than unless they just redid the character. But I would prefer it to be a different story. I hope it's a different storyline and they can grow on it, because that'd be cool if it's a remake in a sense or a retelling of the story.
Retelling of the story.
Because I remember
That's cool.
the original Prince of Persia
Game of its own
PC
out
in
this
the
week.
early 90s, like 92, 93.
Yeah. The last game was like, I think 8 years ago.
Something like that. Some decent amount of time.
Yeah. So, I mean, introduce it to a new generation. That'd be cool.
Yeah, and the side scrolling is hasn't gone out of style. It's actually being reinvigorated because some of the more inventive games I'm finding that grab you are side scrolling. So
look at Ori. Look at Inside.
That
yeah,
Nala game I was playing.
Yeah, all of
that got me like I was like, why am I enjoying this? It's like this game is dope.
A lot of people like that game. I got to get to it, but
it's visually stunning, and
yeah,
the music and everything. The puzzles are decent too. So.
Yeah, it's not enough time in the day.
It feels like a short game though, like a Limbo or something like that.
Limbo. Did you play Limbo?
Yeah.
and you
Yes.
have to get all the Limbo is
I mean, in comparison to the
right,
AAA titles, it's
but
relatively like a
but
what
in order
eight
in order
hour game, 8, 10 hour, maybe 12 hours.
yeah in order for you to get all your achievements, Limbo is a little bit because you got to get through all the puzzles and all that.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's
Hmm.
okay. So what do you give it?
Oh, and Assassin's Creed. I find it
Yeah.
interesting they going back with Connor because Connor is with the Enzio and Connor, and I can't remember who old girl is from, but the combination of that looks interesting as well.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that one. Mirage. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, and it's a throwback. They're going back to the original formula of Assassin's Creed.
So in all, I got a question for all of you guys after I give my POV. Go ahead.
Oh, it to me, I was thinking like a C, but man, B minus because it's just like all. Well, I wouldn't say that they had a decent amount of new titles, new IPs,
I
but
guess I'll
it feels
add a
like
comment.
they reinventing the stuff, and I don't know.
Mhm.
I feel kind of like yay, but at the same time, I feel kind of drawn back. Like I want something new and fresh. All these same main IP line IP stuff is
Mhm.
getting. It's like I want to be excited, but I'm like, eh. I hope they do well.
I
So
say they
B
show a
minus
good
C.
chunk of
That's what
fans
I'm
that's
sitting on.
outside of like Ubisoft's comfort zone though. That's in like Far
I
Cry,
miss the
Assassin's
days
Creed.
where Ubisoft was more risque and making some good stuff. Like you even know what you said, Sam Fisher, that was a revolutionary game. But I want some of that creativity back.
Okay,
Cause
so
no,
we
Beyond Good and Evil.
okay. Let's step back. We got to remember. No, we're going a little bit off tangent because I just want to stay focused on the game.
yeah, go ahead. You good.
Oh, go ahead.
You corral.
What would you give grade you give it?
Oh, I said like B minus C, I'm believing. But I want to give it more, but I'm not all the way there. But so B
Yeah. See,
minus.
we all in the
It's
same
like
range
eh.
there, I think.
Like yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
The Skull and Bones I ain't even touched that. Mm-mm,
Now, let me
not my
see.
cup of tea.
I thought I would like Skull and Bones, but I'll tell you the games that stood out to me. I wasn't even interested in Prince of Persia until I saw it. It's side scrolling. It looks fun. Avatar looks great.
Hmm.
I don't think it's going to capture me
Mm-mm.
at all.
Yeah.
I
Like it's
just don't
nice to
think it's
look
going to
at, but
catch. It looks a very good game. I do know that I will get Star Wars. You know, yeah, many things Star Wars.
Yeah, yeah, right. That's why I felt kind of
Yeah,
biased. I was like, I don't want to say too much about Star Wars.
yeah. I'm definitely going to play Star Wars. Definitely looking at. I have to wait for OG and your guys' opinion on what do you call that? The
The
Assassin's Creed.
Mirage.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed Mirage. I have to wait for your guys' opinion on that because uh, I'm more into the Assassin's Creed of Odyssey, and if they go back to the old way, although I have played those games, they didn't pique my interest. So I want to see how they changed it
Mm,
while they kept it old but
hmm.
made it fresh. So I have to get your guys' opinion on what you actually thought about it and what makes you think it's worth your hard-earned money. Because I know I won't do it. But I will say that they had a good showcase, and I would give it actually a B. Therefore, my three games are the Prince of Persia, Star Wars, and Prince of Persia, Star Wars. I don't know. I was interested in Skull and Bones, but I'm going to wait and see. But definitely, Star Wars is number one for me from Ubisoft. Number one, no matter what. And I'm going to get it. So I'll give it a B. And all of you guys has at least one or two games. So here's a question I'm going to pose. And all I want is a yes or no. Okay? I don't want any other discussion. I just want a yes or no. Because I'm going somewhere with this. So with that, so in September, October, whenever Prince of Persia comes out, would you then subscribe to Ubisoft Plus?
no.
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 I wouldn't ask
Six.
for a subscription.
Nope. One
So
word
no.
answer. Yes or no? No.
Nope.
Okay. The reason why, but my point is, they got all these games coming out. So because Ubisoft Plus, I think you get those games to play them for free. So if you guys wouldn't subscribe,
Nope.
Mm-mm.
my.
All right, the buy the games. Then subscribe to that.
Yep.
Yep.
Because I own too
Yep.
many of
Yep.
them already. I
Got it
just the
game.
ratio is
Mm-hmm.
off.
Yep.
If it was enough new games,
Let's see. They're
and I
not
got
new.
enough to pick one at a time, I ain't got to get them all at once. Take my time.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay, let's real quick talk about
I'm
what
with Sir Rich on that.
you with Mr.
I'd
Rich
rather
on
buy
that.
it. Oh yeah, I'd rather buy it.
Oh, I ain't. Yeah, I can tell you now. I'm not subscribing, so I'm not even worried about it.
He like, yep, we all in agreement. Nope.
Mhm. It's
Y'all
not.
can tell me how that Assassin's Creed is. I might dabble in the Prince of Persia, but other than that,
Now, if it was $5.99 or $6.99 or $7.99, oh, no brainer,
yeah,
no
that's more
brainer.
reasonable though,
Yeah,
because I don't understand why it's so high. Because if you make it lower, it's more than likely I'm gonna stay in it longer. You're gonna get that money out of me.
well, and they don't have a good um like a lot of games like Game Pass. I pay fourteen
That
ninety nine
too.
a month, but Game Pass keeps me. They
They
are
got stuff you never
drowning.
even think
eh,
about.
Right, and they're drowning me in games. So we'll see. So we're going to talk about Capcom. I really don't want to spend that much time on Capcom because I'm going to approach the Microsoft one different with you guys. What was your standout game from Capcom? Let's just say that. And what grade would you give the show? OG.
Uh, hmm. That goddess game was it? I can't think of the full name. That
Path
game
of the Goddess.
that looks
Yeah.
yeah. That was
What
the
you said?
standout game for me. The
Goddess
Exo
game?
Primal, yeah.
Oh yeah,
What-
I was
that goddess thing, the
yeah, that
ninja,
goddess game.
colorful ninja looking
It
or
look
Musha
like
looking game.
Yeah, it
onigiri
looks
to
beautiful.
me.
Yeah, it looks beautiful. So yeah, I would give it
Can you give it a
mm,
name?
It's
the game.
Kinsugami Path of the Goddess.
That's it. That's it. Yeah, that looks good. That was the standout game for them
Well, for
in my
you, in your
yeah.
opinion.
Well, in my opinion, I don't think I'll get a show a B though. I think it was more of a C.
Well, what about your game? That's highlighted on the screen.
That's
That
my game.
ED2. That's you and Mark game.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, Dragon's Dogma, yeah,
That's going to be
those two
interesting.
games. And you know they've been actually killing it the last 4 5 years. Capcom.
Okay, what do you talk? What about you? What about Pragmata?
Yeah, no interest.
Okay, Mega, what about you?
Um, Path of the Goddess looks interesting to me. Mm, let's see. Um, Mega Man X Dive doesn't interest me. It looks like a mobile microtransaction game, and those games with those structure, nah, I really don't like. Um, what else?
You know what? I want Mega Man to grow up. That's what I want for Mega
I want
Man.
a fully fledged new Mega Man game, but let's not go on a tangent here. Um,
All right.
but Pragmata, it interests me, but we still don't really know the gameplay yet, you know. So I can't really say too much about Pragmata.
Didn't they release another Mega Man?
It was a
The
collection of
future is
Zelda
threatened by
games.
enemies.
Okay.
Yeah. That if you
I feel
talk
like
about
they
that
want to.
newer
I feel
game,
like they
it was
want to
a
like
successful.
test like the waters, and if they get the message that a lot of people want more Mega Man, then be like, hey, we'll give you a new Mega Man. But anyway, there was a game that they showed. It looks like a it looks like a remaster of a DS game. It's called Ghost Trick, Phantom Detective, and yeah,
Okay. What about?
yeah,
Okay,
that's enough.
sir. What about you?
Said, what about me?
Yeah. What games that you think were interesting?
Kusugami looks like it'll be decent. I'm just curious to know how the controls are and stuff. Hopefully, I didn't see Pragma. I think I saw it, but I really didn't. It's not grabbing my mind. I don't know.
Yeah, I got a
I had to
plan now.
rewatch it.
Gameplay in there too.
Yeah, because I think I
Okay.
missed this one. I watched the Capcom, but I think I missed that one. And
Well,
Yes.
only
Exo Primal, that's gonna be out soon, so we'll see when that comes out. And Dragon's Dogma, I'll definitely get that a try.
is it
I
coming
get
to X? Is Dragon's Dogma coming to Xbox?
it should. The first
Yeah.
one was. Hopefully it does.
Yeah,
But they may
better.
release it on PC first or PlayStation. I don't know.
I mean, I have some interest in Pragmata. I'm just waiting to see. I need to see more.
No, I think Dragon's Dogma
Yeah,
is.
more gameplay.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Dragon's Dogma looking like the one that stands out of all of it that I
Yeah.
know I'm gonna play.
Yeah. That's the only. i- If it's on Xbox, I believe.
Because the first one was on Xbox, but it took a while for it to come to Xbox.
It
I
sure
believe. If I
did.
remember
Yeah, it
correctly.
did.
Okay. So, what did you think of the show overall?
Yeah, it was average. C, C minus. It was just
See,
supposed to just
see.
be.
C
Yeah.
plus. Some of the games shown are games already know of its existence.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
Dragon's Dogma really boosted a little bit because people been anticipating a sequel on that game for some years. So they
Yeah.
give it a
And
little bit of a
it
kick.
does look good. It does look good.
So they get a little bit of a boost for that. And that Kamigami looks interesting, but it also may be just looking good and doesn't play well. It looks like kind of like it could be one of those. So almost a complete rock with that, but I'm not completely sure until I see more of it, and maybe they'll release a demo or something.
You think it's gonna be a free to play?
Mm-mm. That look like a single player experience, and if they make it a multiplayer experience, that'll be interesting.
Okay. So, give it a grade.
I did. CC minus.
Okay. C minus OG. Give it a grade.
I gave it a C.
Mega.
C. Simple as double.
Jazzy. Moda.
Uh, yeah, I would say a C. Um, this is pretty much the only game I was looking forward to from the whole presentation. It's like Sir Rich touched on. People been waiting for a sequel for years, so that's the main reason. And I really enjoyed this game. Still playing on PC now.
Yeah.
So
I touch on it every now and then too.
okay,
Jazz.
yeah, I didn't
I
even know
still
you
got my
played it. Nice.
Mhm.
Don't nobody know what he played. He had.
Cause
There you
shoot, cause
go.
we could have been playing.
Don't nobody know what he
Courage
played.
I got a
knew I
few.
played that game.
No, I don't know.
Yes, you
Recently,
did.
you
Yes, you
used to play it. I know you used to play it. I don't know it was current. Cause you had.
But yeah,
Okay.
that's my two
Me.
cents. And obviously, yes, I didn't want to leave out. Sorry, Kunitsugami, the Path of the Goddess. Like we're all saying, for me, that shit looks amazing, and it reminds me of a game that I was playing at one point called Onigiri. And like I'm telling you, even the title screen is very similar. And I was pissed because I really got into that game and then they took the servers offline. So this makes me happy. I just hope it plays as awesome as it looks.
Yeah, I think that's the main thing. Does it play as awesome as it looks? For sure.
Okay.
For sure.
And your grade is what?
It was a B.
Oh, you
I
raised it
probably
high.
I probably
Okay.
said C, but B minus. How about that?
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
I
somewhere in that range too.
I only saw 2 games, and that's Dogma, and what's the other game? Fragment. So I didn't see it all. So I'm a graded with an I. Like you in college, they give you an incomplete for not finishing. So I'm gonna give it.
Yeah,
I'm
you
a,
lowballing them, man. You say, I'm gonna give it
no
incomplete. That's how I
incomplete.
feel.
Finish your
No,
work.
that
You
means
feel like it's
that
Resubmit it.
means that means I didn't finish it, so I couldn't give it a good score, and I don't
Oh, I thought you
pass.
said they didn't finish it. I was
No,
like,
no,
oh.
I mean I gave it an incomplete because of me. I'm grading it, so I'm giving it incomplete because of me. Okay, so let's move
That's
to
fine. I hear you.
okay, yeah, okay. So let's move to the topic. I'm gonna approach this a little different because I'm gonna go game by game with everyone. So hopefully you all watched the Xbox Showcase, and we're going to start talking about all their games. What we thought about them, all their games they are releasing, studio games, not any of the third-party games, more or less first-party games. Overall, at the end, I'll ask you what you thought about the actual showcase overall. But my point is, I want you to guys to give me your thoughts. You can't hear me? Oh, okay. So I was trying to figure out um, what did you guys think of Fable? And we're going to go with Sir Rich first. What did you think about it? How do you think the graphics look? Do you believe it's in-game footage that was in the game or what?
For what we talking about? Fable?
Yeah, Fable.
Fable. I didn't believe it. I'm still a disbeliever of the in-game footage and the CGI.
Okay.
I'm not believing that that's in-game because
Did
it's
you
You know
did
crispy.
what?
you
It
This
probably is, but it's a
No, hold on,
cutscene.
hold on,
did you
hold
see
on.
my
Can I
post?
hold on,
no,
hold
no,
on,
I
hold on,
didn't see your post.
hold on, hold on, hold on.
Go look at my post.
OG,
Dang it!
let him get his point out. Let him get his point out. Then you tell your opinion of the game. Then everybody else will, but let him say his first. So,
But
Surge,
companies are infamous for doing that. So showing a good showing on that on what they have rendered on their PC or what they testing it on, and then they downgrade it when it actually comes out. So I don't believe this is currently gameplay. I believe it's just CGI or a high res version of what they have.
okay. OG, what did you think of
I,
what did you do? You think the game looks fun? And
the
do you
game
think?
looks fun.
No, I mean, from Surge, do you think the game looks fun and it keeps that same fable? First of all,
The
did you play?
feeling of it is cool. I like the way they got my guy in it, introducing it.
He
It has a feeling of it, but I haven't seen, like I say, I don't know if I've seen gameplay.
have you played the original Fable?
Yeah.
Okay. This is I don't know. Someone educate me. That guy is supposed to be some British
Yes,
actor, and
Richard
He's a
Ayoade.
he's infamous for being funny, but he doesn't find himself funny. He's more so annoyed at everything, but his reaction to the world is hilarious.
what's his name? Richard what? I never
Richard
heard of him.
Ayoade. It's like Ayo. He's African or partially
I seen
African.
him the first time in IT Crowd. It's a British
Jazz, that's
UK
my
show.
pick for Doctor Who.
Huh?
He's my pick for Doctor Who.
I can totally see that. Yep. He would be an
Man, he's
awesome
Doctor
fit.
Who.
An amazing fit.
Yep.
Now, he even has a travel show that is extremely entertaining, and he's just being himself.
He just had a
He's cool.
particular way of being.
Okay. OG finish. Yeah. Let's. Yeah. I just wanted to get
Sidetrack.
that out.
Sorry.
It's
OG.
Surge. I think
I
you
mean,
still talking Surge.
okay. Surge. Yeah.
No,
Surge.
no, it was
I
on
thought.
OG.
I thought I went to OG. OG.
It did. That's how we started on Doc. Well, go ahead.
OG, go ahead. What did you think of it?
I think the graphics look great. I like the feel of it. It's British humor. I'm thinking the Mighty Pythons that I used to watch when I was a kid.
Being familiar with used to watch as a kid.
Yeah, I used to watch that along with Benny Hill, but that's a long story. I think it looks great.
Okay. And you think it's in engine, right? And in game footage.
Yes.
Okay. Jazz.
I think it looks good. I I think it's gameplay. I think it could be.
Okay.
If not, they could be, put a little asterisk next to it. Cutscene gameplay. So, but like even seeing the character as she was walking around the table and jumping through the flames and everything, it's like I can totally see that. But
Okay. Did you like it?
yes, I did. And yes,
Did you play the original?
I did. Yep.
Okay. Okay. Mega.
When I looked at it, I was like, man, I need to get into the series.
No, you don't. Don't put that on your list. Please don't. But
Still,
go ahead. Did you see it? What did you think about it? Do you think it's in game? What?
I saw it. That looks cool. I feel like there's some parts where it shows like, the lady's perspective. I believe those parts were gameplay. And I want to say like the parts that look like cutscenes. Something tells me that that also is in Ancient 2, but maybe it won't be in the final game.
Okay.
But we'll see. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me say it this way. The guy, one of the developers stated that, hey, he said, hey, my part of the game play was actually featured in that. So he was happy. What he designed and developed as gameplay was actually in it. So me, I think it is some footage in there. It is actual gameplay. I think like when it was a cut scene when he went after her and all that. But some of the fighting sequences and that was actually in-game footage, I think. And I think they're doing a good job. Like someone else said, you got to remember who's doing this, and this is Playground Games. And you remember when Forza Horizon came out and they debuted Forza Horizon, and people thought that was not real. And they were like, this can't be real. And it was like, oh, it's real. Now, to Serge's point, he may be saying that, hey, it is real design on the computer, but is that taking advantage of the Xbox Series X?
Exactly.
That could be true. But if they can make that game, but like again, they said that was on a PC when they did Forza Horizon. It still looked good when it came out on the Xbox Series X. So I
Not
don't
saying it's not possible, but I'm saying I
know.
don't
I know.
believe
I know
it.
you entitled. No one's doubting what you're entitled to believe what you want, which is
Mhm.
true. Right, that's very true. But I think it's actually some piece of that is
I would
gameplay.
hope. I'm gonna say I'm a hope it's like
Yeah.
it's real because I would want the game to look like this. I'm
I
just,
think the game's going to look similar to that. I don't think the game's going to look similar.
oh yeah,
Yeah, because when they start cutting it up and I don't think the game percent like that. But if the game was 20% like that, I'm okay with
yeah, definitely, definitely.
it. What did you guys like I said, I thought it was a good cutscene. I thought they did a great job leading off with that. I thought like OG said, the guy, he was comical. The kicking of the chicken is classic Fable. I don't know if you guys know that, but that's classic Fable. Now, what did you guys? Let's get to the controversy part. The female protagonist. People were trying to say, "Oh, she's ugly," and yada yada yada. Why they have to pick an ugly character? And what are your thoughts on that, OG?
At first, I had tweeted about this, and I was saying that yeah, she looks a little rough, but it looks great though.
Okay.
And they talking.
I want to say go ahead because I got some stuff to say
I
about
have
that.
an agitation with that whole thing.
I don't know. I don't know
You
where they
know,
got the woke stuff from though. I
but
mean,
no, but no. That to me, I always ask somebody when political standpoint, but when people say woke, so that means woke means you're up and you're alert. So when you're not woke, that means you want to stay asleep and not know anything and just be in a land of make believe. But
People just
anyway,
use
I
the term
digress.
without,
Right,
yeah.
right, without thinking.
Yep.
Adopting the term
Right,
without
Yep.
right,
realizing the meaning behind
They
it.
just
right,
associate it with a certain type of things that they don't like, and they just
right.
plaster it there.
But
But moving on.
all right,
that's woke.
okay.
That's woke.
But
That's woke.
go ahead.
What the heck you talking about?
But go ahead. Go ahead. What did you
OG.
think? OG, you finished, right? I was
Yeah.
going to you. Okay, Serge.
Well, my whole thing is, wasn't Fable a game of where you can pick how your character look?
Nope.
It's not.
Nope.
I could have sworn they had where you made your character in there.
You may have had
Decision
some
making.
decision making, but your character was all that ways that little boy. It was two or three different people.
Yeah, that's what I'm
But
saying. They had like a
right.
few
It
people
was
you could select
yeah,
from, and a little girl
well,
that you could select from.
but it wasn't okay, but go ahead from the perspective of what I said about the character. What did you think?
Uh, I think they just made a character that they wanted to make that looks the way they want because they made the game. But
Okay.
if you
Okay.
Jazz,
want to
can you
get
do that?
into
Jazz, what do you go
Hmm.
ahead. Put your
if you
point
want
in.
to get into all the politics and stuff, yeah, you could make
There are
it.
no politics. There are no politics. To me, there are
I'm
no
gonna play it
politics in
again.
that.
What were you gonna
I don't
say?
No, I'm
believe in
saying the politics of stating that they made a character look a certain way. That's what I was gonna go to.
okay,
Not
okay.
the politics of like reality or anything like that, but just like the discussion. How about that? I'll use that word. The discussion of why they made the character look like that way, and they had comments on how they could have made why they made her ugly, and they tired of the
She
beautiful
don't
girl
look
and all that
ugly.
stuff.
Well, hold on. This is my point. Go ahead. Okay, Jazz, put your point
The
about
I
the character.
I honestly have no qualms about the character. Someone's echoing. But yeah, it's a game. This is the person that they designed. Just play the game.
Boom,
Like, why is
boom.
it you don't like how she looks? Play something different.
Okay.
Play Cyberpunk. There, you can make them look however you want. I honestly don't see the big deal. I think it's a certain new generation, not even new generation. I say that loosely. Group.
This old generation of people who
Yeah,
want things to look a certain way.
yeah. It old
Okay.
because a lot of us old don't really care about the character that we're playing as. So a lot of the woketivist air quotes. Anytime something doesn't go their way, they're like, "Oh, well, this is that. This is that." It's just a game.
Okay.
I don't know.
Mega, what you think?
Personally, for me, the character looks that way because they just look that way. I never thought, I never think about it like too deeply.
I'm hearing a lot of
Okay.
the same thing.
Okay. Okay. Well, let me put it to you like this. You go into certain parts of the world. You see people design a character. The character's blonde, blue eyes. In Japanese, when you go to Japanese developers, you see the women characters are voluptuous, for me to say it a certain way, and they got a certain color eyes and they got blonde hair. Totally unrealistic to me. But if that's the way they want to design a character, that's the way they want to. No one says that because it fits a certain perspective of what people call beauty.
Mm-hmm.
So when you come see this young lady, I didn't even trip. I'm like, oh, okay. I
Yeah, I
thought
just
it was,
thought it was a
yep,
character. I didn't even
you
think
know,
of like it until I started
no,
seeing the stuff online.
I thought they were going to make it a guy because usually the Fable character is a guy,
Yeah.
and now they made it a female. But I saw someone say, well, back in those time, what women wore cologne? I mean, wore makeup.
Man,
I
I
don't
could have
see any
sworn they
So,
makeup
let you
on her
pick a
here.
boy or a girl in the beginning of the
well,
game.
That
Look
no,
at
was
the
no,
me.
you
That
did.
still.
was me.
I could have sworn.
Look at
No,
this
but
That
my
still.
was the
point.
point I was making.
Look at what you say.
I said that was the point I was making earlier in the week. I said back in those medieval times, the average women wasn't wearing makeup like that. You know what I'm
Mm-mm.
saying?
Exactly. So where
It's
is
for the
all?
rich.
Exactly. And look at her. She's got like, dare I say, street clothes or vagabond type clothes. Like, she's a kid in the streets going on adventures and doing shit. Like, you want her to
But
look
I
aristocratic?
I just think it's amazing how people can look at a video game and want to say how somebody should be beauty when it's a game, but we're okay playing monsters in games and playing a character here and there. And if you notice, say for instance, um, perfect game. Um, not Skyrim, but what is it other game?
ESO, Elder
ESO,
Scrolls.
Elder Scrolls.
Yeah.
And people but design games. They're monkeys. They're
Khajiit.
dogs. They're
Lizard,
wither
lizard,
with leather.
lizard.
Yep.
But
Be a
yeah,
lizard.
You could be
With
an orc
A
if you
oh,
want.
whole lizard,
you
a
be
cat
you
man
I'm
and a lizard
almost
man,
always a
or a
and
lizard
red
lady,
guard
or a
though.
cat lady.
a,
we need
and,
everything else.
but you never hear someone say, "Oh, why can't that be a beautiful?" It's the hypocrisy to me.
It doesn't suit my narrative. Change it.
So to me, I thought it was stupid, and I'm like, uh, wrote somewhere, I'm like, okay, the person who made this and all these people who are making this old uproar, I said, all I'm gonna say about that is glass houses. That's all I'm gonna say is glass houses.
See, you know the hate started back in 2013.
Mhm. All I say is glass houses. That's all I'm gonna say, glass houses. Somebody gonna pick that up, but glass house.
And stones that you
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't throw.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Not at all.
Yeah.
But you got a lot of trolls in this world. I do mean trolls.
Hiding under their bridge and throwing them rocks. Hey,
Some
hey,
ain't
hey,
even
hey, hey.
hiding. Some you can't help but see them.
Okay, so what did you guys think about and it's a CGI trailer. What did you think about what is that? South of
I thought the premise was cool. The South, that one with the chick in the
yeah,
swamp.
south of midnight. What did you guys think
Yeah,
about?
I thought that looked
Okay,
pretty good.
go ahead, Serge. You lead it off. What you thought it was? It was all CGI, but I think it's
Yeah, I thought the premise was good and the idea, like it made me want to know more about the game. Like that caught my attention. That did catch my attention because it was something new, something I ain't seen before, and they gave it a little bit of story. It's always a little bit of lore and cool powers. It was a cool little trailer to give us a little hint into the game.
what about you, Double?
Yeah, I agree with Serge on that. They gave us some a little it's up in the air what the game is about.
I
But I
know it's
like the
third.
I
I
like the
know
way
it.
it looks.
I know it's third person
Yeah. Look like it's third person.
in Louisiana, the South.
I think well, her powers are gonna be witchcraft based, voodoo.
Voodoo based, maybe.
Yeah.
That look voodoo or crystals.
Yeah.
They own
Hmm.
crystals.
So yeah, I'm feeling it. Can't wait to see more.
I agree. I agree. I liked it. I thought it looked very interesting. I'm interested in it probably a lot because of the character based off um, lore from Louisiana. So I'm like, okay, that's something that interests me a lot. The backwoods, the South, the Haitian or Haiti or voodoo or whatever you want to call it. I think South of Midnight is going to be extremely interesting. I just can't wait to see actual gameplay. And it seems like all these games that's built on the Unreal Engine are looking very good because I think that game's on Unreal. So, um, Jazzy, what about you?
Yeah, I think
What
it
did you,
looked really cool. Like everyone's saying, something new, not a reboot. Um,
A totally new IP.
Yeah, and I'm curious like how it plays. Is it gonna be like, oh, do quest here, or is it running and gunning and you know, I don't know. It's something about certain cell shaders to me, and this isn't even really a cell shader. It's just clicks a part of my brain. It makes me think of Dishonored. Dare I say, especially like I don't know. I'm just excited.
Yeah, I can see your
You
point of
get what
view.
I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, I can see what you're saying about Dishonored.
So
I,
I don't know.
I hope it has a good. I hope it has a
Yeah,
good storyline.
definitely. And I like when the
Yeah.
monster finally did appear. She's like, "All right, let's deal with this." Like she wasn't like, "Oh my god!" So she's
She
well
she was
tempered.
like she was like okay, she didn't lose her composure. She was like, okay, I
Yeah.
got you.
Yep.
She was like, okay, so you think you got me, right?
Mhm.
It's like she was saying it back in her mind, good one, but I'm prepared. So
Exactly what I was
I
looking
thought that was,
for.
yeah. What about you, Megan?
It looks interesting, but don't really know how it's going to play. So
But I can say this about that game. I can say this. I'm going to say this about all of Microsoft Studios, and this may be a good thing. That Redfall was. Some people thought Redfall was bad because now it's going to make these other teams say, "No, we can't do that."
Put them on alert, huh?
I think that's what it's going to do. That's why I don't think you've seen a lot of them. They came out showing what they wanted to show, and all this stuff looks very good. And if that game can be a new IP and it has a good storyline, Game Pass and sells like crazy, or it does really well, definitely another sequel. And it's a new IP, so you don't know where that can go. You guys agree?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Hmm.
Okay. So
I
what
like
did
seeing all this new interesting stuff. This is great.
yeah, it's new. What did you think about here? This is the game I'm actually looking forward to this game too. This is probably actually my most wanted game. Almost. What do you guys think about Avowed? Mega, go first.
I think it looks pretty interesting. Um, it does look like a game that I will try and
Why?
play.
What you think about the graphics? What did you think about how the story could possibly be? Do you think it was too um, bright, not so dark like people thought Val was going to be a dark themed type of game?
I thought I thought it was going to be a dark theme type of game too, with like the teaser trailer, but but it turns out, like not so much. I see it in terms of art style, not so much with like story though.
So you saying the aesthetics and the way it looked was good?
Yeah, I think it looks good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you think? Okay. OG.
Um, I'm glad they showed this gameplay for Avowed. And it's a game coming out that's similar to it. Me and Sir Rich talked about it earlier too. Um, I'm feeling it. I like it. I did. The game was gonna be more dungeon like. It
It
looked
is
like they.
dungeon.
Is it
It is.
dungeon like? It seemed like it's more open.
Open into dungeons, into caves and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Pretty
I like
RPG
it.
esque, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh
it
well,
is.
this
Action
game is
adventure. Yeah.
this game is in my league.
And people are complaining about the graphics. The graphics look fine to me.
Graphics look real good to me, but okay. What else?
Um, the powers look interesting. You look like you still can swing a sword while you willing your powers. That's cool. Um, that's about it.
Okay.
That's
Jazz.
about it.
Jasmota?
I think it looks pretty cool. It's kind of reminiscent of Skyrim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that character looks like a Vex from Destiny. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I mean, shoot, I'm an RPG collector. So I'll just add it on to the list.
Same.
Okay. So Rich.
Yeah, it looks cool. Like OG was saying, it looks incredibly like another game, but that's multiplayer that's coming out soon. But I'm kind of interested in seeing this because it's supposed to be a single player experience.
Yep.
So kind of curious to know like what kind of lore and mysticism they have in the level to pull it from the to differentiate from the other game. I can't remember the other game. What was it? It's coming out on Game Pass. Well, not a Game Pass. It's coming out though. Xbox.
Well, in my opinion, I think the game looked great. I had no problem with the game and the story. It was, I'm not going to say what we saw, but then a lot of people said it wasn't as dark. Well, what we seen was not as dark as what it was before. But in my opinion, it's a, even if this wasn't in Game Pass, I like it. I like anything that lets me a role playing game and I got magic. Oh, I'm done. Just give me my magic and I'm happy. Y'all like being swords and give me the magic, give me my flames, bombs, electricity, thunder, anything like that. Give me that, and that's
Yeah.
what the game looks like. It's going to hit all the points that I like in the game. So,
Preach, brother.
so that's good.
Immortals of Avium. That's the one we was talking about.
Oh, you talking about that EA game?
Mm-hmm. They look
Mhm.
That
similar.
game, well, that game look, but that game is it looks similar, but that game is more like a multiplayer fighter.
MMO type. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I'm saying. I'm like,
yeah.
like curious to see how they differ, even though they look similar. They are quite different. So
And if this game has a, and they said it's based in the Pillars of Eternity universe.
yeah,
Yeah.
this is Pillars of
Yeah.
Eternity 3 technically. So
Well,
yeah.
they said it's based off of that. It's in that world on another island or another part of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm waiting for it. I can't wait till next year. So my guess is it's going to come out Christmas 2024 between October. Mark my words, mark it down between October and November 2024.
You know, I have a big preference for Western RPGs,
Me
and
too.
I end
Me
up
too.
yeah, I end up buying those games. It don't matter if it's Game Pass or not. I end up buying those games. That's how much I love them.
Yeah, give me an RPG and I'm good. Love my first person shooters, but give me a Western RPG and I'm done. I'll play that all day.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
Where did you guys think? What was the other game that we missed? Okay, I know this. Everyone liked it, but everyone's gonna play it. What did you think about Forza OG? No, let's go with Jazz first. What did you think about? Okay,
You said Forza?
yeah, Forza.
Yeah, you know I'm not a Forza player.
What did you think of it? How it
Look,
looked?
it looks good. Forza always looks good. People talking about downgrade or something. It looks good. Forza always looks good.
Remember that saying, "Haters will hate." That's
Constantly.
all I say. That's all I say. Haters will hate.
Yeah, that's one game I try to get into, but I can't. I'm
Me
just an arcade racer, dude.
Yeah, can I piggyback off of that? I share the very same
Yeah.
sentiment. Only for some cars will I get into that. But for me, it's a fun game, don't get me wrong, but it truly is a car simulator for me.
Yeah, it is. No, that
It
Versus,
is.
is.
let's say,
Mm-hmm.
Need for Speed Underground or something like that. You know, or you guys remember Burnout? Those are my
Oh, I
type
used,
of
Mm-hmm.
car
I
games.
used to.
Those are
Yeah, I
my
used
game.
to.
It's fun.
Burnout 3 is still my favorite. But
Mhm.
yeah, I'm sure Forza's going to be very, very cool. I am interested in it. If I do get it, it's gonna be on a sale. See, and look, they got my car right there, the GTR. So,
Well, you ain't got to worry about it because it's gonna be in game.
so yeah, I will be playing it, but it's just not my top. Like, oh, I have to, let me play Forza.
Give me some Midnight Club
Yes,
Dub Edition.
sir.
Shoot. Love that game.
So Rich.
Oh, I got no interest in the simulating race. I like the arcade ones.
Okay.
It looks good
There you
though. It does look good, but yeah, no. Sorry, not sorry. Thank you, no, thank you.
go. Okay, Mega.
Looks good, but not the highest of my interests of my totem pole. You know.
I ain't never seen what you just play Mario Kart. You ain't never well.
Mm,
You a Mario Kart dude.
I do like kart racers, but
I like Mario Kart too.
I do one day want to try out these games. See if I found my newfound interest.
Add it to your list.
okay. For as me, I play Forza. I don't get to the nitty gritty. Like, okay, in order for me to race, I have to have the exact air pressure in the tires, blah blah blah, the distribution. I'm not going that granular. I just want to race, get my car, go, do a couple of laps, and win. I'm not gonna. When they changed it from like they used to just have you do it, now it's so much stuff in the different tracks, different this, different that. No, I'm not trying to do all that. Just give me a straight out racer, and I'm gonna play it. I like Forza, so I thought it looked good. I thought it's gonna be a something to deal with. It's probably gonna come out. They said what, October 10th or 20th. So it's on my list. I always play Forza, so it's not a big problem for me. So
What if I told you the protagonist in Fable is a black girl?
she's not black. I saw who she is.
Mm.
She's a very light skinned, freckled, um, Caucasian lady, and she's actually pretty.
She mixed.
She's
She's
pretty.
mixed.
Okay, she's okay. I hate that word mix. She ain't no damn dog.
Me too.
Anyway,
Yeah, I don't like
okay,
that.
she's multicultural. Anyway, she's pretty. But I
Mhm.
think, like I said,
Yeah,
their
she's pretty.
yeah, their design was to do that on purpose, and I have no problem with that. Who are you? And this is something that we're gonna hold this thought. Who are you to tell somebody how to design a game? And that's what boggles my mind.
That you ain't
So,
paid
what did you
for yet.
guys think about? You know where I'm going with this. What did you think about? What do you call that? Hellblade OG.
Ah, disappointment.
Why?
I want to see combat, man. It's all about combat. I don't want to see that walking around. Combat. It's time for combat. We done seen this game 3 times already, right? 3 times. We want combat. It's just that simple. It looks good. Of course, it looks good. I want combat.
Okay. Um, Jazz, what are your thoughts?
I'm definitely gonna get around to playing it. Um, First one piqued my interest. I haven't finished it, so this put some fire under my butt to actually finish it. Cause it looks beautiful. So I can't really say too much. Well, yeah, I could about gameplay. I don't know. It looks good. I'll be patient. I got enough on my plate. Enough games to get through, I should say.
Okay. Surge.
I haven't touched this game. I haven't touched the first one of this one. It's one that Double tried to get me to play. He was like, "You need to try it out
It's
so you can see."
I'll be honest, it is too slow for you.
Is it,
No, I don't think
or
you'll.
is it
Yeah.
enough, or is it enough lore to keep me
No,
invested?
you, because the only way you gonna stay invested if you actually put headphones on and play it and pick up everything that
Yeah,
this
that's how I play
the,
most of
the
my games.
yeah. Well, if you
He'll
put
play it.
headphones on, okay, if you put headphones on and don't do anything else, it'll capture you. But you have to have headphones on, or you're gonna miss. When they said you need headphones to play this game, they meant it because you miss so much. Because I like. Oh, Megan, go ahead. Then I'll get to what I thought about it.
Okay. Um, Symbol that surge, but for me, I do need to like I need to touch the first Hellblade. Game looks good, but I want to say this particular um I guess you could say trailer for Hellblade 2. It doesn't really like, capture me. So so similar to like what Double M said. But yeah.
Okay. Well, in my opinion, th- I will say this: if you put the, because I beat it on the Xbox and I went back to beat it on the PC. So, and I played each time with headphones, and even with the second time when I played Hellblade 2 with the PC, I picked up more because the game. My only complaints about the game is the movement and the combat. If they can fix the combat and make it more free combat, the game is going to be devastating. I didn't have a problem with what they didn't show. I expected more. I really did expect more, but I don't take away because the game still looked good, and all they were trying to do is show you a piece, slot, a slice of how the game. Now, because let me tell you how hypocritical people like in the Xbox community are. First, they want gameplay. Show us the power of the Xbox. I showed you the power. I show you the in-game footage, but you didn't show me combat. Every time it's always setting the bar different. No, let me put the game out. Let me finish it. Now, as far as Hellblade overall, I think people missed Hellblade because they're looking for that combat, and you can't look. And the puzzles were stupid. I will say that I didn't like
No.
the puzzles. They were no. You have to get used to the puzzles, and once you get used to them, it comes right out at you. And the game really gets the end of the game is the end of the game is where it really shines to me. The end of the game and all the battles you do is when it really really shines. But I think when you have those headphones on and you have one side of your head and your voice telling you to do one thing, and then you got the other side telling you to do something else. And then when you in battle, they both saying, "Oh, she gonna get her butt beat. Look at her, she losing." I mean, you're like, "Wait a minute, whose side you on?" But you have these voices talking in your head, and I think it's an interesting concept. It really is, and it really
Creep me out too much.
it, it deals with schizophrenia, and so I think it was interesting. And her quest to who she's trying to save, they didn't do a good story. They didn't do did it. They did kind of do a good lead up to what they were talking about and what the story was about, but I don't think they did a great job in explaining why she was on her quest. So, double, you played it and beat it.
No,
Okay,
no,
how far?
I gave up mid.
But
Them voices, man, I couldn't take it.
but did you know why she was?
I'm scared
Did
now. I
you,
don't wanna play.
did you know why
I
she
couldn't
was on
take
her?
it.
Did you know why she was on her quest?
No, I gave up. I thought I gave up early on it.
Uh, I think y'all should try to play it again. I think it'll interest you because the voices made me laugh. It didn't scare me at all. It's not a scary game. You once you get into it, you understand what's going on. I think the combat is my biggest issue with the game and the movement. If she's freer, like she was in that first video when they showed her running, and you can control her better, it's gonna be off the chain. But I think they need somebody to help them with that mechanic. Okay, so overall, I give it. I liked it. I just because I'm like, I think they're going to wait and show next. I think the game's coming out in the fall, so I think they're going to do a whole show for Senua's Saga. Because Senua's Saga will probably come out in August or September, and then I hope they don't. I hope Senua's Saga comes out between April and June, and Avowed comes out between October and November. Okay, so let's talk about the elephant in the room. What did you
Yes.
guys what did you guys think about Starfield? And I'm gonna start off with the vastness of it, what you can do, and I want um, Jasimoto to show the cover of, if you can, to everyone, the cover of Starfield with the white background, if you can find that. It should come up. OG, what you think about? No, who I said? Mega, did you look at it?
Yep.
What are your thoughts?
Well, I'm gonna tell you one thing. The Starfield section helped me better understand the game more.
Well,
And
hold on, Jazz. Go to if you look at if you got the actual video, go to 1 hour 4 minutes and 42 seconds of the actual Microsoft one. But go ahead, Mega.
I was about to say, um, when they went in depth with the game, it helped me it helped me better I guess understand Starfield, and after seeing it, now I'm actually completely sold. I I'm interested in playing Starfield.
What about the graphics?
Graphics
4K
graphics
30.
looks good. I like it.
But you play on the Switch, so you never get above 30 frames anyway, realistically. So okay. Uh,
Yep.
You better quit taking shots at him.
I wasn't taking shots at him. I took a shot at Star Switch. Oh, stop trying to protect him. He a grown man.
Hey, that's
Most
still my
first
chat. Hey, that's still
most
my
Switch
chat.
games are fair on 60, but that's besides the point.
Okay.
Uh,
Do you have that up there, Jazz, where it says Starfield Direct? Okay.
Yeah, it passed it.
No, I want you to hold that scene up.
Okay. Boop.
Then,
All right.
okay, let me, before we start, I want to ask everybody, why is that screen white? I think people miss out on why they did what they did. And I think a lot of people don't understand the gravity, how much they went in depth when they did Starfield. Why is that screen white?
The Galaxy.
No, I understand that, but why is it white?
Because usually
I
space
understand it's
games are dark and
no, that's not it
void.
either.
What? I don't know.
No, but you almost there. Okay, go back, and I'm gonna just because yeah, I just want people to see this. When astronomers first started plotting stars, and they use these big um, uh, telescopes, and when they had to plot the galaxy out, they used a white background, put it in the sky, and where the light beamed out on it, those dots
Mm.
you see is how they plotted all the galaxies on a steel, and they plotted out on something like a steel uh, container or whatever, steel plate, and each dot represents a galaxy. That's why you see that as white, because that's how astronomers first did it. And when I saw that, I was like, they knocked it out the park. A lot of people think that they're seeing that, but there's a reason why they designed that like that. Not a lot of people are going to pick that up.
That's
But if
cool.
Oh,
I'm
it's
so
deep.
I'm no, but it's much deeper than people think.
So we're
I
It's
love
much deep.
astronomers
astronomy.
on a
Yeah, I
journey.
love how they did that. That's how astronomers did it, and that is what they copied off of. People don't see that, and that's when I saw that. I'm like, they are doing things. See, people are ready to complain, but people don't actually understand how far they went, how in depth they are, and what they're saying. Astronomers, if a real astronomer saw that, he's going to be like, they did a great job just based off of that image. But you can let it go forward now. I just wanted you guys to pick that up. But look at anything on how back in the 1930s, 20s, the early 1900s, when they started plotting stars and they did all this in the late 1800s. That's how they did it. It was on a white background like that.
Bigger
I digress.
appreciation. That is cool.
Yeah, no, when you see that, it comes to life better for you. But that's how they plotted it all like that.
You can actually see that at the planetarium, I think.
Yes. But
Hmm.
now, who is now? Go ahead now. I'm sorry. I just want to make sure you can start rolling again, Jazz. And that's why you see it white and it turned black, and then you see the galaxy. That's the galaxy because the galaxy is black. But that's how they plotted it in the beginning. And when you see astronomers look at this, it's always on a white background because what they don't see, what they show us, and which shows me the ignorance of all these people who are complaining when they said, like, there is an idiot that I'm not going to mention that said, and I'm calling him an idiot because it irritates me when people are just that stupid. That, oh, you got 1,000 planets and there are no people on it, and you're gonna go, and I'm like, um, 1,000 galaxies, 1,000 planets. You can go across the Milky Way right now, and they're saying there's 1,000 planets, or there are 100,000 stars, or 200,000 stars in the Milky Way. Let's call it a 200,000. Let's call it a billion planets. Guess what? All of them are not going to have people on it. So what they're saying is everything is not going to be totally populated, and it shouldn't be. It'll be stupid for it to be that way. It's exploration, is it not? So why are they expecting something that was never supposed to be? But go ahead, give your who was talking. Maggie, you were talking. Go ahead.
Oh, well, it's pretty much done there, but yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I would
What?
definitely try Starfield.
Okay. What about you? I mean, not Mega. OG. Uh,
Mhm.
I was blown away. It's just so deep. It's games within games. You
The
got
gun,
the
the gun to play, the building mechanics,
yes.
the
It's like
exploration, the physics.
it's like 5 games in there. Building your ship. It's just I was in the me and Megan was just in the theater, just looking at each other, going, "Wow, just wow."
It
We
kind
were
of makes
stuck.
me wonder how big that game would be in gigabytes.
It's a whole
It's 100.
Xbox. No.
It's
They're
and
saying
I saw
125 gigabytes.
that right, and I'm surprised because that's what I was telling people. Oh, you worried about 30 frames per second? You need to be worried about what size this game is.
Mhm.
But go ahead.
Make-
Who was? Oh, gee, go ahead.
uh,
I was really impressed, and the graphics is upgraded this time than from last time we seen it, and I think they brought in id Software to help them
Yep. They
on the
said
graphics side.
what that he said they didn't. He didn't really say that they didn't help him with the gun mechanics. He said we brought them in to help us with other stuff. We
Yeah, with
did
other
bring
stuff.
her right, but he didn't say they didn't. But go ahead.
Yeah, that part and
They could have brought him. They could have brought him machine games in to help him with gun mechanics too, because they're good with gun mechanics. But go ahead.
it's oh man, trait mechanics in it. It's so much. It's I don't know. I was blown away. That's all I can say.
Okay. Jazz.
Yep. It looks gorgeous. I cannot wait. Um, the vastness and how just like the different planets and stuff had their own design. Like nothing was just carbon copied. Like go here, go here, go here. Like This looks amazing. I want to play it in VR.
Everything can be picked up.
Yeah, did you see
That's
the
the
It's
thing.
not
detail?
static.
You see the detail on that juicy juice there? I'm like, what?
Yeah, everything can be picked up.
I'm gonna play the mess out of this. Gotta make sure I have space, but yeah.
All right, Serge, what did you think?
Yeah, I really wasn't too impressed. It looks like what I thought it would be. It looks kind of like a Fallout slash Skyrim. Um, I wasn't really interested until I saw the Western world. I was like, oh snaps, New Vegas. New Vegas is space. I can do that. But it's like it's giving me Skyrim vibes, and hopefully the
hmm
difficulty is there to go with the gameplay and what they and hopefully it's not too much because as much as they putting in this game, hopefully it's enough to draw you into the game and keep you invested along the way. I hope they don't do all this and then people lose just because it's too much and it's overwhelming, and then it becomes a small niche group who stays with the game. I hope this
Yep.
game is successful because it's a lot in they putting in here, and I know a lot of people don't have the attention span to really hammer it out like that.
Sounds like Destiny when it first released. How it
Hmm.
was only supposed to be one Destiny for
And
like
then
20 years or something.
yeah, just like picking up everything. That's Fallout. Like you can pick
hmm
up everything in Fallout. Like that's not amazing to me. Like picking up everything, okay, Fallout. But what can you do with everything? Does everything have a purpose? That would be more impressive than being
Did
able to
you
pick up everything. So
did you actually look at all of the show for the 45 minutes?
I was watching, but I did it. I was watching it in pieces. I didn't watch it all at once because it
Okay,
was a long show. But
so
I
no,
watched.
no, no.
Be
Do
right
me a
back.
favor. Watch the 45 minutes.
Yeah, they say you could break down everything, but I'm
Right.
saying like, is it just a breakdown? Like you just can pick up everything to break it down into a basic item, or will it
All
give
I'm
you
gonna
items
say,
and purposes? You know what I'm saying?
all
Because
I'm
it's like
saying,
it just looks like you breaking down everything into basic materials and then making it into a building. And then if that's the case, it's just a basic building mechanic, which is cool that you can pick up everything, and it's cool that they put the detail of everything in there like that. But it's just to just glitz and glam for the sake glitz and glam sake.
no. I think you need to watch the whole thing.
I
The
did watch the
45.
whole thing.
But
Yeah.
no, you way you explain it because there's certain things you tell that I'm listening to you and I see your point of view. But to me, it's certain things you're saying that you said, okay, I watched this piece, then I went back and watched this piece. Then, but the only thing you're focusing on is you're focusing on this little mineral piece. And yes, I do understand your complexities about the building or the minerals or let's call it mining. So
Basically what it is.
okay, the complexities of the mining are X, Y, Z. But there's also a place where they did state, well, if you don't want to build your ship, we have the parts that'll show you with X, Y, Z components you
Yeah,
can
I
build
saw
it.
that, but I'm saying
So
like hopefully it won't be too overwhelming because depending on how easy it is to get to that, they might be trying to put you through the tutorial before you even get to that. Can you skip that totally, or do you have to go through it first before you can get to that? Like
no,
it
I think
depends on how it's done.
right, but see the way they showed it, it looks like let me rephrase it. From what I saw, it didn't look as complicated or because to me, Fallout 4, I didn't like building, and I don't think I should have
True.
been building.
That's what I'm saying. Like it could
But
be
That
in
made
there,
me
but
stop playing that game. I was like, nope.
but my point I'm making is if they got away from the complexities of building in Fallout 4 and just said, okay, you want to build a house, or they did say something that, again, and I'm assuming he said, if you want a plane built, I don't know if you heard that, or a
yeah,
rocket built, you can have somebody do it for you.
yeah. Or
So
you could do it yourself, but I'm saying like, what
with
does
my
that
son,
entail? Like, do you still have to collect everything, or do you just give them the item? Like, what does that entail? Because it's steps that we don't know about that
that's
portrays
but
that. It
that's
depends on how
but
complex it is. That's what I'm
okay,
saying. Them
but
the
hold up,
unknowns that you can't know. That's what
okay.
I'm just saying.
Let me say I understand that. But you're coming from a perspective that hey, it can be overwhelming. Agreed. But the way I saw the game is big, it's vast. It looks like it's going to be fun as heck. Now, the game to me is going to attract a flock of people. Now, there are going to be points like you said. Do I want to build a ship? No. Do I want to have someone build me a ship? Yes. Do I have to go out and get him the pieces and it says go get XYZ and I know where it is, or it gives me hints to where it is? Okay. Then to me, if you want something, to me that represents life. I don't expect anybody to do anything for me, and I just have it done. Expects me to learn something. The problem I have with people today is that nobody wants to take the time to do anything. Everybody wants things
Exactly.
microwaved. So
Exactly.
therefore, if it does, it is what it is. But this is a space exploration game, and
Exactly. And
what I
people
don't,
saying, "Oh, it's a new shiny toy," and they're gonna flock to it, but it might
okay,
not be their type of
like
game. You know what I'm saying?
like I understand it. So like this, I would find this to be a little bit cumbersome or too much in the game. If I want to go from here to Alpha Centauri to Beetlejuice,
Yeah, you
you
gotta have
go,
certain
yeah,
level of
no,
equipment on your ship
no,
because it's
yeah,
jumps and stuff.
right. That's not my point. All I
No, I'm
was
just saying I'm recalling that. I
right,
remember them
right,
saying something that just recalling it. That's all.
right. So Beetlejuice is what 400 light years away. Alpha Centauri is 4 light years away, and I would have to get jump jets. But my point I'm making is this: to get on the ship, I just want to be able to say, where do you want to go? I don't need to learn how to pilot the ship. I don't need to know about the thrusters. That would turn me off. Now, if somebody else wanted to learn how to do that, good. You get my point? So if I just want to know
Yeah, I get
that,
you. Because
that's
like
what
they said, the dog fights and all that stuff,
right.
and you like, can I avoid that? Can I
Well,
put it on?
if it's right, but I'm not
Can I
eating
get a good
dog.
co-pilot and just say, "Hey,
Yeah,
handle this"? But they
You
did say
may
that
get
you could
shot.
get a
You may
crew.
get
They
shot out
did
of the
say you could
galley.
get a crew. So how much
right.
of can they AI the ship? That's what I'm saying. Like things they showed that I have questions about that I can't really know right now.
No, you wasn't supposed to know it, but I just think it.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying I have more questions because I'm not getting caught up in the glam of a new game. I'm just looking at it as a like analytical. That's all. Because I want to get excited, but I have a hard time getting
So
excited
Rich,
in this
what
in
if
this
what if some
medium
pirates
of
come
gaming
after you?
culture. You said what?
What if some pirates come after you?
What does
Space
that have to do with anything?
cowboys.
Space pirates.
It doesn't. I won't care because that happens in most Beth's game. They always have a bounty hunter, so more than likely it's gonna happen.
Okay, well, let's see.
Like all Beth's games, you get hunted at some point.
I think that the game looks great. I think the game has great potential. I think that's the type of game that I will be playing for about another year. Now, it's not a game that I'm gonna be dedicated to a year, but I think that's the type of game that you can say, like, I'm still playing, and I will stop playing, and I shouldn't have stopped playing, but I'm gonna get back in it. It's Fallout 4 because I thought they were gonna release an update 4K to Fallout 4, and they didn't. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna wait
Oh,
till
you
the
wanted the high res
yeah,
Fallout
I want
4.
that right. Right. I didn't, but my point I'm making is it's a vast game, a lot of stuff to do, and I love those type of games where there's a lot of stuff to do. And if I can travel to another part of the universe, I mean the galaxy, not the universe, but if I can travel to another part of the galaxy and learn something. Actually, this is not think this is going to be true to fame or in not exact distances, but they're going to mimic most of the stars in our galaxy.
Yeah, that'd
At
be
least,
cool. I'm
now
just hoping that
they,
they got it like that storyline with that group with the crew that they was talking
well,
about. That interested me as well.
well,
Like
there's the whole point of it is a storyline. It is,
yeah,
it
but
is.
that helps you lead to the exploration that you're saying. Like
Well,
that's what I'm saying. Something that keeps you interested along the journey enough. I hope they
but
have enough tidbits, but they very good at that. So
that's their DNA. So I'm not
yeah,
worried.
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, yeah, that's really here nor there type stuff.
Yeah, but
Fallout.
that,
If you get once you get that trail and Fallout, them breadcrumbs. The hard part is finding the breadcrumbs. But once you get on the trail, it's fun, and you get all different offshoots and stuff like that. Because if it's like a Fallout, if it's like Fallout but like massive as heck, okay, I may enjoy it. But that New Vegas one is the one that because I couldn't get in the floor because of the building. The building was that killed me, and if you
okay.
said you could have people build stuff so you could get around that, but we'll see. We'll see. It's looking better. It's looking more tangible the more they show. So
Yes, indeed. Okay, so my thoughts again. is that I think it's going to be very good. I don't have any problems with the look. I don't even have problems with the 30K because when you look at the technicality of the game and all the stuff that they tried to do, the ray tracing or whatever they want to call ray tracing, and it is a big game. So people complaining that it's 60 frames per, it's not 60 frames per second. The first thing I always ask somebody, are you a developer? If you're not a developer, don't come to me with that. Because stay in your lane. If you don't want to play the game, don't play the game. So that was the last of our topics. I think it's going to be good, but let me go around real quick and ask everybody for the Xbox show, would you grade that? Mega, what would you grade it?
Rated B plus. I like that. I like that good chunk of the show. Focus on first party games.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, Sir Rich.
I would give it an A because they gave the fans what they wanted. They showed Fable, which got people excited. They showed Starfield and they went in depth with it. And they showed us a lot of new stuff. And the best part about it all, if you got Game Pass, you could play all of it. So I give
Yeah.
it
Okay.
Isn't it
A.
sweet?
O-
He covered
OG.
all the bases.
OG.
I'm at a B plus.
Okay.
Hellblade Combat.
You just one of those little gamers who never satisfied. Okay. Uh, Jazz.
Mm-hmm.
No, I
A.
was
Jazz.
totally satisfied
Jazz.
with this
Yeah.
show.
A.
Okay.
You're never satisfied.
Okay.
Yes.
Jazz gave it an A. As far as I'm concerned, I've been watching these showcases. I think this was their best showcase ever. They came in, showed you gameplay, showed you what's coming in the future. Actually, I thought it went too fast because everything was done in a minute. I like
It was
the
fast, but it was
red.
a lot of
Right,
information.
right. No,
It
I,
was
it
a
was
long show. It was a long
well,
show,
well,
but
well.
they were fast.
Let me rephrase that. I was never bored.
There you go. That's a
So
no,
better
I
word.
was never bored.
I was never bored. I
It
was
was like watching
every
Endgame. That movie
right.
went too fast.
Like, ooh, ooh.
So
Whew.
I think this is the best show since
Sliced
Titanfall. They
bread.
showed Titanfall. They showed Rise. Um, what was the other game with the kid riding on the rails? The Insomniac game.
oh
Sunset
yeah,
Overdrive.
Sunset Overdrive.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So it's been some years for me.
Mm. I rate this their best one because I haven't seen anything better. But that's just my opinion. Doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean I'm right, but doesn't mean I'm wrong. It's just what I thought to be the best is that one based off of all the stuff that they had. It shows that they're finally coming to be who they should be and do what they need to do. So on that note, did everyone get their grade? Yeah, I was the last one.
Hmm.
Let's let's do our
You
outro
know
and get
what?
out.
You know what I'm thinking?
What?
They may very well win Game of the Year for the next 3-4 years.
We'll see. I don't think that because the haters gonna hate.
Yeah, because you
They
gave it a
gonna
B
hate.
plus.
They gonna hate.
Give him something to do while we're busy playing games. That's okay.
Oh yeah, they gonna hate hard,
Hmm.
but they'll be in the running for sure.
Okay, so okay, we'll see. I don't know. I'm pessimistic with anything when it comes to Xbox because there's so many haters out there. They sneeze.
Literally.
It's just they can't. And speaking of that, I'm going to get off of this, but get your opinions real quick, and we can go out on a long soliloquy of information. I just want to know your thoughts on the CMA. I mean, the FTC going to try to block the deal. Do you think this is going to still go? Although, let me give you the background. That was chess being played by Microsoft. They pushed the FTC to where they are. They played the FTC like dummies. They played them so good. But I still think the the FTC, the court system is going to side with them. Although there's no evidence that anything that Microsoft is doing is anti-competitive or it's going to hurt any of the other businesses, other game developers, or consumers. OG, what are your thoughts? Let's get out of here. But give me your thoughts real quick.
I think I still think the same way it's gonna go through.
Okay.
Like you
So
said, they playing chess with them. Speed the process up.
it
I
was
think I
brilliant.
think
It was a brilliant move, but okay.
yeah to
Surgeon.
speed the process
Yeah,
up. It'll be good.
Sir Rich.
What in Xbox and the CMA and all that stuff?
Yeah, the FTC.
FTC. I don't know. I
Okay.
hope. I
You hope.
really don't know. I'm just.
Okay. Okay. All right. Jazz.
Uh, I don't know. I hope it goes through? Or someone gonna block it? What are you asking specifically?
I'm just saying, do you think it's going to go? I said I still think it's going to be some type of snafu that the government's going to screw them. That's what I think. Although they don't have any legal grounds in my mind to block the deal because this not anti-competitive. It's only that the government said today, which earlier today, that we just want to block the deal, similar to what Sony said.
I'm still
So
holding
how
out
you?
hope. I think it's gonna go. Fingers crossed.
Okay, Mega.
FTC specifically, right?
Yeah, FTC specific.
Hmm.
Real quick, just give us your opinion. I don't want a long thought process. I'm trying to get everybody out of here.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
workout time in the morning.
Yes, indeed.
there'll be some like little hurdles here and there, but I think FTC will say yes in the end.
No, the FCC is going to get blocked. They can't say it. It's the court system. Either the court system is going to say something, and I think the judge is going to block it and agree with the FTC. Either you agree with that, or you say it's going to go through. It's only one or the other.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's going to go through. If
Okay.
it's yeah.
Okay. All right. Surge, get us out of here. I think everybody said what they're going to say.
Oh, we gotta do outros.
That's what I said. Oh yeah, good.
Where we
Yeah,
gonna be at? Where we gonna be at?
yeah. I'm go first. I am going to be here. The one. At the one on Xbox, PS, PlayStation Network. I'll be doing some Twitch tomorrow with the Diablo. So join me there. Next. Next.
I'll go, Jazzy. Hey, catch me here every Thursday with everybody else, the crew, 7 Central. I'm on Twitch. I promise I'm getting back to the art streams. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, all Jazzy Moto. And buy some of my merch. I got
Yes,
some
buy our
art on
merch.
hoodies and mugs, skateboards, mouse pads. Get what you like. All right.
I'd appreciate the grind.
Yes.
I think I want a Panthro now.
Hey, I got a Black Panther on there.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah, go to my store. I take PayPal.
Okay.
Shoot.
Okay. Okay. Well, my turn. I'll make this quick. I'm Megalixir. I'll be here every Thursday at 7 o'clock p.m. Central Time. I'm still cooking. If you
Still
know what I
cook.
mean. But yeah.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yep. Well, Sir Rich, you can find me at Facebook under Sir Rich Gaming. You can find me on Twitter as well as Instagram under Sir Rich. Twitter is Sir_Rich. Twitch, I'll be on Twitch probably tomorrow, if not Friday, definitely Saturday. Get on some Diablo, I might be on there with the one. And you can catch me on YouTube as well as here every Thursday. Sir Rich on my YouTube and here every Thursday. Double.
And of course, you can catch me here every Thursday with the rest of the crew. You can also catch me on All Things Geeky on Facebook. Catch me on Twitter, OG I'm always fighting ponies. And
Stop. Stop.
Go ahead.
I bit my tongue. I bit it.
and
Yeah.
and like
All things
the one
geeky.
said, I'll unhide myself tomorrow.
We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see y'all. All right, because I'm sure gonna tell next week, so don't worry.
Okay.
All right. Happy holidays, people. See y'all next week. Bye-bye. Holla.
Holla.
Holla at you. Holla at you, baby. Holla at you. Holla. Holla at you. Holla at you. Baby, holla at you. 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 Holla.